Yes, there are. Take it, you don't want it. Want what? Being clean off H since 2004, says Soul Blob. Good on you, lad. See what it is with a heroin addiction. It's a physical thing. Cocaine, it's a psychological thing, I think. These days it's a bit of physical now, but back in the day when you had raw yayo, it was a psychological battle. It wasn't a physical battle. Imagine if you'd ever had any addiction. All addictions are bad, but not all addictions are poison. If that makes sense to you. Imagine if you never had an addiction. Imagine how boss you'd be in life. And it doesn't matter who you are, you've got an addiction. It's human nature. It does not matter who you are or what house you sat in, you've got an addiction. You have. Every one of us have got an addiction. I might be addicted to doing live on TikTok. You might be addicted to the gym. He might be addicted to smack. And you might be addicted to caffeine. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's loads of things that you can become addicted to. Just because it's not a substance doesn't mean you can't become addicted. They just call it different words. So for example, if I'm addicted to that woman and her looks and I can't keep my mind off it, instead of it being addicted, it's infatuated. He's infatuated with her. But in reality, he's addicted to her. Do you get what I'm saying to you? I'm addicted to your love. PJ, I'm addicted to listening to you. Well, this is what happens. You know, if you get me every single morning and then all of a sudden 2 months down the line, I'm not there in the morning, you're detoxing. You're lost without me there. You're going through a detox, you just don't realise it. You're worrying about me, where is he, what's he done, This is you detoxing. You just don't look at it as you're addicted. That's why you don't think you're detoxing. I'm getting over him. No, you're detoxing from him. He's a substance in your body. The only way you're getting him rid is if you're detoxing. Same with your girlfriend that's fucked you off. She's a substance in your body. The only way you're getting rid is if you detox. Addicted to life. Addicted to love. Try it. Karmic cycle sometimes, says Diane earlier. Don't even know what the word is. A few people have mentioned that word a few times, karmic. Let's see what it is. Let's see what karmic means. It's boss having the setup in front of me. You know the way I normally turn round? Well, now if you ask questions, I can just go in. Things I'm unsure about, I can have a little read about. Relating to or the characteristics of karma, the karmic wheel of life. Denoting good or bad luck, viewed as resulting from one's actions, his new job must be some form of karmic payback. We'll roll on fucking karmic. The amount of shit I've been pushing out for the last few years, mate, I must be getting rewarded massively when it comes. But it only works if it's a natural process. Karma will only work if it's natural. I'm convinced. If I'm walking down the street there and I see a little old woman in distress and I go over and go, don't worry, sound, and just crack on. Out the blue down there, something boss has just happened to you. Why? Because it was natural. It was like I was in Home and Bargain like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks, even longer actually. I'm walking around home and bargain, and I get to the till, and you've got this woman all confused. She's a well dressed, decent, clean, grey haired, small woman, about 60. And I'm behind her, and she's confused, and she's fucking panicking, and I can see it. And I'm thinking, she looks... I don't know what it is. I just felt something's wrong here with this woman. So I just said to her, "You alright there, love?" And she just reeled off. "Oh, I don't really know what to do. My husband normally does this, and I've lost my husband 5 days ago." And now I'm having this conversation in front of all my people that I don't know are watching me. And I've never been in this type of interaction, in this, like, do you understand? And for some reason I just come out with these soothing words like, "Don't worry, he's watching you. You know, be brave, it's alright." I just said this to her, and it just felt fuck. She just went, "Oh, thank you." Just relaxed straight away, got her shit together. But when I've turned round, it's like the people that were watching me were in a trance. Does that make sense? It's like when I've turned round, the people who started watching me speaking to this woman were like in awe. Like, so when I've turned round, they're all like, "What the fuck? She's got me shit and got off." But this type of shit keeps happening to me. I can just be in the shopping centre there doing my own fucking thing, and someone will walk past me and I'll go, and he'll look at me in a little mad fucking, just in like a mad way, and I'll just think, what the fuck's going on with him? And he'll just carry on going. Won't see him again. But I've connected with him there. It was like a fucking, "Who are you? Are you a fucking spirit or something?" That's what it feels like sometimes. It's like someone's watching me, and then you just disappear. I can sit there and see someone and think, "He's dealing with mad stuff in there now." And it's like he's picked on me, thinking on him, and he'll look at me and walk over. And I'm just like, what? Next minute I'm having a conversation with this kid with 10 coats on, rugged up fucking hair, stinking of piss, but he's the most intelligent person I've spoken to in the last 10 fucking years. Coming over, sharing his wisdom with me. Life's great, mate. Life's good when you know what you're fucking looking at. Life's good when you want to be part of life, basically. When you don't want to be a part of life, it's shit. When you want to be a part of life, it's fucking fantastic, mate. Yes, Leanne. Diane Early, PJ, never judge a book by its cover. I do. Every fucking time, mate. That's the first risk assessment. What are you covering up? Every book's got a cover because it's covering something. So what is my man covering up? If you don't judge the book by its cover, you're at risk. Yes, Aaron, Flower of Scotland, Matthew. If you're not judging the book by the cover, you're definitely not a good judge of character. Yes, Matthew, I'll say that again. If you're not judging the book by the cover, unfortunately, you're not a good fucking judge of character. Yes, Alana, Ryan. No negativity in here, is there? How are you, Megan Chester? Joanne Allen, Sarah, Eden. Tell us about your tats, Taz. What do you want to know about them, mate? It's all written in Latin, see? Jesus Christ our Lord. It's all religious, it's all about Christ. I believe this is the mother of Jesus. This is why you got it done. She's praying down on Jesus, who's on the crucifix with his brothers. Weren't just Jesus that got crucified. It was the people that believed him too. So, these are my tattoos. So this continuous life through the Lord Jesus Christ is a sun symbol. It's a symbol of the sun in Christ. That one, a Jesus 25, 14, or 16 I think. So you see the one in the top of my back, look. Can you see what it says? Riding to die, Berkey. It's the first tattoo I got. Little Franny Berk. Franny cross. Boss lad from Scotty. Yeah, so my tattoos, people. Looking good, aren't I? Haven't been in the gym for 4 days. My tattoos was done with a guitar string. They're not professional tattoos. Every tattoo you see on me, except for the one on my back and this one, was done in prison. So this full sleeve was done in prison with charcoal. That's why it's unique. You don't see tattoos like this no more, and you won't. But this will be what everyone wants going forward. All these big digital looks and all this shit, that's going to fall. They want standard tattoos from years ago, the rare. So what they do in jail, they get you know your PlayStation controller, when it goes zzz, well that's a thing that goes. So what they do, they'll take that out, get the music instruments, use the guitar string as a way of putting like a pen tube in it. Do you get what I'm saying? So I went in, got it done. It was a bank holiday weekend, and I'd never wanted a tattoo, but I thought, bank holiday weekend, get it all done in case I get shipped out, because I'm always getting transferred, and I don't want half a harm done, do I, looking like a... So I just went in there, 4 days on the trot. My whole arm was just swelled up. I got it done, but it was all swelled up. And you know, because he was working on me while I'm swelled up. For hours. Day. When the swelling's gone down, all the shit's come out, so I've had to go over it again. So I got this done in 27. Little Stan he was. Stan, don't know where he's from. Boss artist he was. And that's the only reason I got it off him. Because he was a boss drawer before he started doing tattoos. And that's why he's a boss tattoo artist. So if you want to be a tattoo artist, start drawing first. Learn to draw first, then go into your tattoo, and then you'll be the best tattooist out there. Honest to God. Most tattooers, most decent tattooists, I've got degrees in art and shit. Do you understand? Like, tattooing's like, it's like an arm of art now, isn't it? Do you understand? It's like fucking painting a picture now. It's in art, it's creative art, innit, tattooing. Was he in Franklin, mate? Who? Right, what are you laughing at, girl? Had a biff and that, got a little nicotine buzz. That's right, love. As long as you brush your teeth and don't go near your kids with that shitty breath, everything's great. Yes, I am. The tattoo guy. Oh no, he was in Wolds, mate. Wolds in Yorkshire, where I first met him. And then I seen him a few years later in Doncaster, and he finished it off for me. So I seen him in 27, got all this done. Just to the arm, just to there. And then I've seen him like 211 somewhere and got him to come across my chest. The same kid. MFC Queen, how are you, la? You cool? Yes, right, Rose. Into your nan. That's just wrong, that. Fucking horrible, that, mate. Imagine doing a profile like you're sleeping with old women. That's fucking wrong. How much did it cost you? 3.5 ounce of burn. Not even 3.5 ounces, because he was in debt for like a tenner. So like 2 Oz. 2 ounce packets of Golden Virginia. That's what I got for this. So you see all these stars on my arms. I had these at the end of 2-6. The first person I seen with stars on their arms after me was Skirtle at Liverpool. Obviously after I'd got the stars, all of a sudden loads of people are getting stars on their arms. And the first person I seen with stars after me was Skirtle. Yes, Riri. I love the stars. So do I. Stars look sick. Well, there's a few quotes in there. So I used to read like strategies, politics, tactics. And one of the main strategists that I read up on, one of the main tacticians out there was Napoleon Bonaparte, French revolutionist. 5'4", took over the fucking world, he did. We'll try to. And he had one of the best quotes you're ever gonna fucking hear. And it's more for the lone wolf, to make the lone wolf more secure in his abilities. This quote is. You see it on my arm? You might be able to read it because it's gone all a little bit blurry. In war, it is not men, but the man that counts. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? You can have 20 men there and that one man can beat them. Why? Do you understand? Do you get what I'm saying? In war, it's not the numbers that count, it's the individual. That's basically what it's saying. In war, it's not the men that count, it's the man. That individual, that uniqueness that I keep on telling you to keep hold of. It's what it comes down to at the end of it. You know, if you're that man, instead of being part of them men, you've just got a better way of life, you've got a better, different perception. You're not swayed left or right, you're forming your own opinions, you're making your own decisions, you're going to your own destination, you're mixing with your own girls that you like, you're not mixing with group girls because they're the girls off the estate. You're getting off the estate, you're going out, you're going into the city centre, you're even going to the next town. Half of the lads in your estates haven't even been off the fucking estate. Going to Manchester like a holiday for them. Do you get what I'm saying to you? They're that blocked in that they don't know what life holds for them. They're growing up, they're getting brought into this space and they're stuck in this space thinking this is what life is. And they won't go nowhere unless everyone in the space is going with them. Do you understand what I mean? Like the group thing. Fucking mad, mate, what the kids are doing to themselves. The insecurities that they develop. The complexes that they develop. Why? Because everything's going on in this group. Don't think certain lads in the groups aren't getting picked on more than most. Do you understand what I mean? There's bullying. There's all sorts of shit going in these groups that your kid's in. And if it doesn't make them tough, it makes them a puff. Simple as that. Were you on the numbers? Don't be fucking stupid. Flower of Scotland, my sons are 22, 18, 17, it's hard. Did you raise them to respect women? Did the dad respect them to treat women right? Yes, Flower of Scotland. Do you understand what I mean? A lot of lads growing up with the kids watching them treat the bird like shit. That lad's growing up thinking, hey, okay, it's alright to treat my 15-year-old bird like shit, like dad does. And it's not, is it? If you want your son to be a powerful young fucking man, you don't want him laying his hands on girls, because it takes away the title of man. I raised them on my own for 15 years. Most women do, most mothers do raise the kids on their own. Doesn't matter if the dad's in the picture. We all know who the powerfulest fucking person is, don't we? It's your mother. If you're a son and you don't realise the power of woman, you're fucked in the head, lads. Fucked in the head, mate. When you break your fist or your ankle, who do you run to? You don't run to fucking dad. He'd probably slap you the fuck up for crying like a bitch, wouldn't he? You'd go to mum. Why? Because she'd give you the love and the care and the strength that you need to calm down and shit. I said it the other day, fathers can be replaced. Mothers can't. No one will ever take the position of that kid's mum. Yes, Pozzo. Fleet's becoming a team member. Hope he's well. Tanya Marie. Some mums are too flat out on the madness. That's unfortunate. And this is what I'm saying. Them mums that are flat out on the madness was young girls, just like your daughter. That mum there that's fucked, struggling to look after the kids. She's got no man in the picture. The stress, imagine it. What's she meant to do, sat in that box all day? Bored, shitless, depressed. This is what happens, You know, and there's probably 10 women on the estate doing exactly the same, sitting in a fucking room, bored, shitless, depressed, kids at school, fuck all to do. But because of the division on the estate, because of drugs, drinks and all the shit and all the division it's created since it's landed, that girl, all isolated by themselves, bored, shitless, don't know what to do in their lives. If there were no division, they'd be sat in the same room without feeling depressed and lonely and isolated. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like on our estate years ago, you could leave your doors open, drugs kicked in, we're all arguing, fighting with each other, doors are getting shut. Before drugs, you could come out your house and go over to Laurie's, go over to Pat's, go over to Janet's, go over to Sheila's, go over to Jenny's and just walk in. Everyone alright in here? Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, oh, I've run out of milk. Oh, there's 2 pints in the fridge, take one. Do you know, like that? Drugs came in, arguments, divisions, door shut, door shut, door shut, door shut, door shut. Families not even talking to each other now, that was speaking to each other, growing up with each other, same schools, same venues, same christenings, same weddings. They don't even fucking speak to each other now because of the drug trade. It's mad that someone said it's mad the way life's changed. It's not mad. It's on purpose. We changed life. No one changed it for us. We can still change life going forward if you've got the interest of the kids at heart. What you've seen changed in this life, we've changed. Do you understand what I'm saying? We, as the people who control these fucking lives, we can change it again. How would you change it? By stopping them doing what fucked us up. What fucked us up? Drugs. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Doesn't matter where you're from. You got fucked up off drugs in some way. So now we've identified what fucked all our generation up. Okay? We know what fucked us up. It's there, it's quite evident. Look at my man, no leg. Look at my man there in prison. Look at my man there with no fingers left on his fucking hand. Look at my man in a wheelchair. Look at that kid who hasn't got a mum and dad. So we know what the damage has been to us, don't we? Drugs. So why are we sitting back and influencing the kids to take the damage that we know exists? Alright, if we're all sitting here taking damage, we're going to get damaged. Aren't we? Now, if we can identify the damage, if we're taking it and we're fucked and we've experienced it and we know the repercussions of it, why aren't we warning the kids about the damage? Why is there more kids taking drugs today in their generation than what there was in my generation? It should be the opposite. There should have been 200 drug abusers and drug addicts in my generation, and then in their generation 50. It shouldn't be 200 in my generation and now 1,000 in theirs. Do you understand what I'm saying? Think about what we're raising as fathers and mothers with children all over the fucking place. Think about what we're raising. I'm not talking about in your house. I'm not talking about your little one child. I'm talking about all mothers, all fathers, all children. Because that's what we are. We're all fucking one on our housing estates. So why aren't we living like we're one? Why are we living separate entities? Why are we all having our meals at different tables? You know, if your old community was united the way it was in the 80s before the drugs kicked in, you know what they'd be doing every summer? Putting a big fucking table out right in the middle of your community with food, drinks and everything, and the whole community will be round it. We only get that sort of thing now when it's a shitty St. George's Day or something, don't we? Oh, let's have a street party for the Queen's birthday. Oh, let's all come together for the Queen. The Queen's shitting on us and we're celebrating a birthday. Doesn't make fucking sense. There's only one Queen on your estate and it's the mother. It's his mum, his mum, his mum, his mum, his mum, your mum. That's the fucking Queen, and that's what you should be celebrating, not somehow fucking ruining us. Getting triggered. So I'm not going to start reacting to it like I have done the last few days. I've done my thing, I've done my piece. Doesn't matter what comes out of his mouth. It's all old news. I believe he's done a video trying to insinuate that I talk to minors. Now let me explain how that went down and let me show you exactly how it went down. Now just watch. The content that he's chipped, I've got. Okay, it's well longer. It happened on TikTok and it happened on a live, and this is what I was doing. You know when I go knocking at 5 doors? Watch, this is what I was doing. Now I don't know who's coming in. See?
Brother.
How are you, mate? You okay?
Yes,
now,
I
he
am
could have
okay.
been 2 young girls. And he could just start giving me shit because they were told to start giving me shit. So when I reply and start giving them shit, and then it's screen recorded, it just looks like I'm giving minors shit. It just looks like I'm giving young girls a load of fucking shite on here. When in reality, I've just gone knocking at doors like I'm doing now to yous. I'm sitting here and I'm hoping that a couple of girls come into the live. You know, so it just gives you a proper thing. So just say he was a girl, right? And he starts getting cheeky with me. And I'll go, you fucking little blah, blah, blah. They're recording that shit. And then putting it out there like I'm a danger to young girls. Now look at this, people, right? Where did this all start? If you know me and you're aware of how this shit's gone on with the stalker, you'll be aware that it all started by him going on social media and accusing me of horrendous crimes to 13 and 14 year olds. Now I put the post on my platform. They targeted it. You know where it proves he's ran out and screamed in the Twitter part and the post? It proves the timeline of where he's been attacking me over the years, over the decades. And to cover his story on his platform, he needs that taken off mine. So straight away, his people attacked that post and they got it took down. But he appealed, won the appeal, got it put back up. 2 days later, they've come from a different angle. So the first angle was harassment and hate and shit. And then the next angle, what they've used, the new guideline, it's a completely different way of trying to get the post down. Got took down, I appealed, got it put back up. Yesterday, it's gone off my platform again and I've been given a strike on my account. Now the reason that they've targeted that post is because it proves and shows with receipts exactly what I've been saying. Who started it, where it came from, why it came from there. And it was all in. But what he's doing now, he's on the clean up. He's spitting all mad shit about me, what he spit in 218. But the receipts that I put out there are now not there for people to see, so I can't contradict them because I'll lose my platform. If I sit on here and start going in deep again, I lose my live feeds. Why? Because he sat there like a hawk waiting for the opportunity to attack. The only way he can attack is if I say something wrong on social media. That's it. He can't come at me physically. He can't come and stand in front of me. He can't come in the UK and say, let's get it on. He can clickbait all around Europe. But he can never, ever, ever stand in front of me and tell me what he's been calling me for the past 8 years. He can't do it. So where we are now, he's dead and buried in my eyes. He has been for years. He's finished for years, me. Anyone that's fucked on drugs, committing crime, is just a fucking loser. He's finished. Doesn't matter what materials he's got. He's finished. He's a fucking loser. So he started his agenda against me with the allegation of being a monster. Look at him. 8 years later, what's he jumping on? He's trying to spin it again that I'm some sort of monster with the youth. Why is he doing that? Because he's hearing a lot of people saying about school. He's hearing a lot of people saying you need to be going into schools. You should be going into schools. And when that energy starts vibing, eventually I'll be in a school. Because you're pushing it. It's out there, it's getting mentioned, eventually it'll fruition. He's aware of that shit. So now he's coming in, he's spreading rumours that I'm a risk to young girls. Any school gonna come near me with them allegations? And that's exactly what they done in 2018. The message is flying. It's on the words of every young kid and the parents. It's in every school in Liverpool and beyond. I've got head teachers from all over Merseyside contacting me, asking me to do assemblies in schools. And it's going fucking fine. And then from nowhere, shithead drops a video saying I've been charged with doing madness to a 13 and a 14-year-old. 24 hours later, everyone's pulling away. The schools are pulling away. I'm getting called a monster. I'm getting wrote off across social media like I've been charged with these horrendous offences. And it was all deliberate. It was all deliberate by that shit. And he just ruined the message overnight. When they realised he couldn't ruin me, when they realised they couldn't shoot me dead 3 months before, they started tagging the message, because it was the message that was keeping me going. How did he target it? With that mad allegation, mate. Here we are 8 years later. Look what the nasty piece of shit is doing. 8 years later, I've got 2 daughters. 8 years later, I've got a family. 8 years later, that shit doesn't get took off the fucking social media. Why? Because I'm not a snitch. I know it's not true. I'm not sitting there 24 hours a day trying to get posts down that are truthful, like they are. Do you understand? So use TPR, people. You're meant to be considerate individuals. You're meant to be people of empathy. You're meant to be people of care and kindness. This is what you put yourselves a fucking cross like. So why are you jumping on a bandwagon of persecution to a good fucking man that all he's trying to do is steer your children away from poisonous fucking rats like the Caportan? He's a full-blown criminal. He's got his hands in pies of crime. He receives money off criminals on a monthly basis. Why the fuck are you supporting that? Everything I'm against, you're supporting. I don't want your kids to be fucked off cocaine. He's encouraging your kids to sniff cocaine. I don't want your kids to be picking firearms up. He's encouraging your kids to pick firearms up. I don't want your kids going in and out of prison like it's a big notorious gangster lifestyle. He's promoting it on a daily fucking basis to the children. And you're all giving me shit. Like I'm the nasty kid. Like I'm the one that hates this and I'm hating this and I'm starting this and I'm instigating this problem and I'm instigating that problem. Do you understand where I'm at in my process? Do you think I want to be involving myself with that after what he done to me 8 years ago? Do you think him every 2 years coming at me like this is normal? He does this to me, goes to jail, I'm left alone. The trolling stops, the intimidation stops, the stalking stops. I start flying, I start promoting the message the way I should be promoting the message. He gets out of prison, guess what? All his time is committed on cancelling me. All of it. It doesn't matter where he is in the world, what he's doing in his life, I'm in his fucking brain. I've hurt him bad. I've hurt him bad. Do you understand? Not deliberately. I've hurt him just being me. That's all I've done to that weird poisonous and he's not fucking me up, mate. Like he's trying to. Yes, Lady G, baby. Let's move on, my love. Good shout, Lady G, baby. Let's move on. Let's move past him, mate. You know, we've got a little family unit to cherish. We've got a family unit to create. We've got a family unit to strive for. We don't need fucked up junkies that are getting girls pregnant and leaving them in the shit all over the gaff. He's not my type of guy, he never has been. I'm surprised. All these people who are so full of empathy, loves animals, loves pets, loves this. Why hasn't he replaced Faith? If you love your dog and you lose your dog, you can't go without dog. You need to replace dog. Why hasn't he? Think about it, mate. Half of you women that follow him, you only follow him because of Faith, the dog. It's the only reason you follow him. You don't even fucking know him and you're taking him for face value when you've got one of the most serious individuals on social media telling you exactly what he is. Millions of people believe me, you know. Why is that little group not? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a reason why I'm relevant on social media, and it's not because I've got loads of money. It's not because I'm a big notorious gangster. It's because I talk fucking truth, and I'm not scared to speak the truth on anything or anyone. That's why I'm relevant. It's not because I'm acting like a dickhead and I've got Rolexes and I'm holding guns and I'm trying to be this gangster image. Have you seen me ever be a gangster on here? Have you ever seen me influencing your kids to get into crime? Have you ever seen me influencing your kids to smoke drugs? You've never ever, and there's nothing nowhere where you can say, I've influenced that kid to participate in gun crime. I've influenced this kid to take drugs. I've influenced that kid to treat birds like shit. I've influenced that kid to fuck his bird and his kid off. I've fucked that. That's the walker. That's the stalker. That's what he's projecting. Yeah, I know he's got all these boss, decent, kind, considerate women looking in on him and fell for him a little bit. But the shit he's encouraging your kids to participate in is going to leave that 16-year-old kid in a cycle of events for the next 2 decades. Do you want that? I've been there. I know what it feels like. He hasn't. Oh yeah, he's been to jail. He's not done jail. He goes to jail and goes on the easiest wing. Normally the protection wing. So when you see his little videos and he's got all these weird specimens in a cell, why do you think he's got these weird inmates around him? Do you think that's normal location? When he's sitting in his cell and he's got these weird inmates and he's having a little joke with them, look, here's Carl Bronson, oh look at him here, look at this one, look. Who do you think he's amongst there? Do they look like decent kids? Do they look like certified prisoners? Do they look like Darren Gees? Do they look like your Jesse Coxes? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They don't, do they? He's on protection every time he goes fucking in there. And if he doesn't go on the protection wing because there is none, he'll go to the block. So if he would have done proper jail, if he would have done serious jail and gone into on the normal locations and done his jail like a normal prisoner, he wouldn't be chatting half the shit he's chatting now. It's because he hasn't experienced what prison is like properly. He's done a little 12 months here, that's it. When you've experienced life in prison properly, you do not want to influence any young man going into it. Not one. You discourage them every step of the fucking way. You don't act like a dickhead like him. Anyway, as ladies you said, let's move on. So they're going to push the narrative that I'm a threat to young girls. There's a reason why the social services will let me chill in this room with my 2 daughters any day of the fucking week I want. There's a reason for that. The main reason, I'm not a threat to children. Now there's a reason why he can't have access to his kids, regardless of where he is in the country. He cannot have access to his children because he is a serious threat to the mother of that child. Who's the wrong one? Me, still getting access to me kids, still focused on providing for them, still trying to get them round me, still trying to provide house and so we can move to a better place. Or him, who's already bailed on one girl from Liverpool years ago, done exactly the same thing, got her pregnant, fucked off to Spain, saying he was wanted. Fucked on coke, not providing for the kid, not listening to the mum, not speaking to the mum, not standing by the mum as she's coming through the pregnancy. Fucking her off, treating her like shit. Who's the better man here? Who's the better man? Who would you want your daughter to walk through the fucking front door with? Him or me? That's what you need to look. Are you a good person or a bad person? Alright then, so if you're a good person, why are you targeting a good person for a bad person? Because Sam Walker's bad in this situation. And I'm good in this situation. And in every situation you've got good and bad. And if you're backing the bad, you're bad in life. If you can't see good and bad for what the fuck it is, you fucked yourself, aren't you? I'm a good guy. I'm doing the good things. I'm encouraging good things. I'm influencing good things. I'm suggesting good things. I'm pushing good things out. So I'm the fucking good guy here. Regardless of my past, we can all change. He's decided not to change, so he's still a bad guy. And bad guys aren't gangsters. You know, a bad guy is someone that's doing bad things to people. That's the bad guy. Not a gangster who's got the millions. A bad guy is someone that can punch a woman up. A bad guy is someone that can harass a young mother and get a car windows smashed to fuck and then threaten her mum and dad. A bad guy who's waving guns around on social media knowing he's got 400 young lads watching him. A bad guy is sniffing drugs, harming everyone when he's on his come down. A bad guy instigates issues with anyone he wants when he wants. Why? Because he's a fucking bad guy. And that's what you're dealing with, the stalker. He's a bad man. And I don't mean dangerous. I don't mean violent. I mean he's just rotten to the core. He's a bad guy. You've only got to look what he's done to them women and kids. I mean them young girls and boys in the city of Liverpool. You aren't even aware of it. You know while he's relevant on social media, you know while he's shooting his guns and screaming gang gang all across this bullshit, you see the young boys and girls that he's damaged and they're sitting there like victim stated, fuming, can't say shit because he's still relevant. You know when he dies off, which he's going to, this is one of them cases, people. The only reason he hasn't been reported is because his victims are still scared. Why are they still scared? Because of the way he's portraying himself on social media. Guns, gang, this, that. That'll fall soon. Trust me when I'm telling you this. I'm not lying. I'm not instigating no false pretense towards this monster. I'm telling you the truth on him. The only reason his victims haven't came forward yet is because he's still out there intimidating them. Mightn't be doing it directly, but just him being on social media, having them gang connections, waving them guns, keeps them victims' mouth shut. The minute that drops, which it will do, guaranteed, watch it fall for him, right? Guaranteed. When you're fake as fuck, you always fall. Standard. When that drops for him and he go, you'll have victims coming out in 10 years, 12 years going, him. Watch, trust me. And watch how many victims there is. And you will be thinking, me screaming at you is fucking hell, he's been screaming at for fucking 20 years. I was screaming this 8 years ago. What I'm screaming about him with these diddy parties, getting 18-year-old girls putting drinks in the drink and leaving them with 40, 50-year-old men in these apartments in the city of Liverpool. Don't think it doesn't happen. Don't think it wasn't happening. And don't think it's not happening right fucking now. Because the same people that was running these parties, doing this madness to these kids, these boys and these girls, they're still active. They just moved the venue. Sam Stalker would be still active in that shit if I hadn't exposed it and got him hiding off the man that's running it. No one wants to believe it. He come at me, done a little bit of investigation because of this bear that was banging. She gave me enough information to run on. I've run on it, undisclosed all sorts of mad shit that they're involved in, and screamed about him straight away. Screamed about him straight away, mate. Oh, I think it would have been over first round. Look, mate, you're not understanding that you've got people just coming into the picture and they don't know about the previous 8 years. They haven't got a clue. They're just screaming, why isn't he having him a fight? He called him out, he called him out. You're right, I called him out. Called him out in 2018 when he started this shit. He wasn't wanted. He had more people around him now than what he has now. You know, he was harder. Why? Because he had more people around him in 2018. There was a lot more group around him. Now he's by himself. Why? Because that's what he is. No one likes him. No one likes him. Yeah, you might get your little punter wanting to be famous around him and get a little bit of social media click. But the real people in the city of Liverpool, unless they're attached to his bloodline, don't like him. Half of his bloodline don't like him. They won't even speak to him. They don't even acknowledge him. He's a fucking helmet. Has been since a kid. You know, this isn't him just acting like an helmet all of a sudden. He's been like that. What you're witnessing with him now, he's been like that for 20 years, getting worse. He's getting worse, mate. He's a write-off. He's a write-off. He's on the list. He's like a C-Cat car. You know when you've got a brand new car and you put it through a wall and it's finished, but then you'll get some little oily kid round here, bang a shit wing on it and just get it up and running. That's what he is. He's on the list, mate. Honest. Another little bang here, another little bang there. The car's just going to crumble to the fucking floor. Honest to God. Just watch. Just let it unfold. I don't know, you know, he does batter birds, he intimidates birds. Go and do Clare's Law. Go and do a Clare's Law on him, mate. You know, you don't need me to tell you what he's like. Just listen to the shit that comes out of his mouth. Alright, he's justifying terrorising nanas. You have got nanas with kind hearts. Some of them looked after him. Some of them gifted him. As soon as they went against his narrative, he's targeting them, threatening them, intimidating them. These are 60-year-old women, some of them. So you as a fellow nana, you as a fellow mother, are sitting there listening to him justify his actions on why he's terrifying the life out of a 60-year-old woman. And you're taking it. There is absolutely no justification for any criminal on social media to start threatening anyone's fucking nana. To start making that nan feel insecure in her own home. Is he going to get my windows smashed like he did Corey's? Is he going to get my family attacked like he did DHB's? Just speaking to an old woman after that old woman seeing what you like towards DHB and shit like this. You say a little miniature threat to any woman, she's shook. So him speaking to pensioners in that fucking way, why can't you see it? Oh yeah, but she said this to him. Oh, did she? What was her reaction? So she reacted to something he'd done, and now she's responsible, just like me. So 8 years ago I reacted to something he'd done, and now I'm responsible for everything that's gone on. Like Corey. Corey reacted to something he'd done, but he's responsible for everything that came afterwards. You get it? DHB reacted, but he's responsible for instigating the problems. Get with the programme, lad. Understand what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a fucking vulture. He's jail bait. Jail bait. Honest to God, jail bait. I'll give him 6 months and he's in custody. Just smile and wave, Darren. I didn't realise I've got a boss smile, haven't I? Yes, Katie. Bring it back in the room, you know that. I was getting carried away with him, and you could see the intensity coming more and more and more and more and more and more and more. So you're right, my people of GT, and let's leave him to it. Stay over there. We all know what you are. We all know what you're for. We all know what you're not. You're not a good guy, you're a bad guy, and all you're for is fucking money. Yes, Julie Dunster, Dazzler. If he really had diamonds, he wouldn't be on TikTok. You just look. Let's think about it, right? He's a diamond smuggler, right? Now, 2 years ago, he done the same thing. He went on a helicopter. He landed at the charity that's been there for 20 years. He's just landed there because you can pay to get there and that. He's landed there at this charity, blagged everyone that he made this well. When the well was being made by the charity, he just helped build it. Do you get what I'm saying? Bending on to situations over there, pulling on the hearts of the women. I've got more diamond in my wedding ring, but the point I'm making is, so 219, same thing. I'm wanted. I'm in diamond mines. I've got loads of diamonds. You see the videos you're seeing now? This one's 3.2. This one's 4.2. This one's 1. The videos are 5 years old. You see the videos that he's putting up now on his platforms? Look at me benching 200 keep. This is only 200 years ago. This is only 2 years ago. I can get back there easy. No, that's 4 years ago. That's 4.5 years ago. And you were on the steroids. And a lot's changed in them 4.5 years. You're never getting back there. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's just fake as fuck. Everything you're witnessing now is content from years ago. Has he created content for you? You give me a bit of content that he sat there, edited and created. You're not going to find none. He's not that type of guy. He's not that type of influencer. He's not that type of creator. Food content, always munching. Is that what he's eating all the time? What do you expect? It's what happens to people like fat, selfish people like that. That's what they do. Try and act good, fella. What's that? Try and act a good fella taking care of that dog, says Dylan. It's all an act. But like, as I need to move along, I think we spent a little 20 minutes on. But he is what he is. He is what he is. Truth will always outpower the lies. Why is he creating all these videos on the defensive? If it's lies, why are you defending from it? If I'm telling the lies, why are you coming out chatting major shit that's lies? You can't battle truth with lies. I sit here not bothered about what's coming out of his fucking mouth. Why? Because I know it's lies. Doesn't matter what he puts out, he's used it all over the 8 years. Used people on social media from Wales, Birmingham, you don't know. Everyone in Liverpool is probably looking at this situation going, he's a fucking mass stalker. They're not saying Darren Gee is a twat. They're saying he's a horrible fucking mass stalker for doing what he's doing there. You don't know him. You're just caught up in a fucking madness with him, and because there was no one to stand up to him for the last year or two, he's managed to fool you like fucking nothing. Anyone that tried to stand up with him got the windows smashed, didn't they? Got the family intimidated, didn't he? I didn't like seeing that. I was watching him terrify all sorts. But then when they're targeting people, they're not vulnerable. They're just weaker than him. Why are they weaker than him? Because they're not criminal. I don't mean weaker in the heart. I mean weaker in strength. These aren't criminal. He's criminal. These can't go to his and smash windows and intimidate their families because they're not criminal. He can. And that's the strength there. He doesn't give a fuck about going to jail because he's going to jail anyway. And if he can bring you and you with him, trust me, he's going to. So him antagonising me the way he is, he wants a reaction off me which can impact upon my freedom and place me in custody. Why? Because he's going to jail and he fucking hates the fact I'm going to be out here, still relevant, still consistent, doing me thing, getting more popular, getting more recognised, elevating within society massively. He can't stand my success. He attacks the fact that I'm poor. He tries to put it across that I'm jealous because they've got money. He'll snip and snap videos all over the place, which is me saying, like, I done a video yesterday about the Oliviers. This is why he's starting to go quiet now, because the Oliviers are telling him, you better shut up, you're bringing too much heat to us. So when he's saying, oh, I'm not going to go back and forth with him no more. No, you've been warned by your paymasters. Shut the fuck up, you're bringing too much heat. So now he's trying to back off, as if he's taking the higher ground. As if he's the one that's pulled back and stopped doing all this bullshit, when in reality I'd done it weeks ago. I took the higher ground, told people the truth, and then just sat back. The difference with DHB, they had to go quiet. The difference with Corey, they had to go quiet. The difference with Birdman, the difference with the other kid, the difference with the other kid, the difference with that other kid as well, the difference with that woman and that nan as well. You know, there's a large fucking trail of victims here, and you're all forgetting about them. You couldn't do that to me. You can't treat me like these kids, and you fucking know it. So when I'm coming out and I'm telling truths about you, your mum, your sister, your friends, your aunties, all horrible, nasty pieces of shit, why are you running around social media screaming your fucking head off? Why didn't you get the same people that went to DHBs, the same people that went to Corey's, why didn't you send the same people to me? I'd meet them on the step. I know you're not going to do it, but the little rats that you've got smashing windows, your Hardy, your Tintin, why didn't you send them? Why didn't you send them to me? You know, everyone's wondering, who smashed Corey's house windows? Who smashed Corey's house windows? It's Sam, it's Sam, it's Sam. It was Darren fucking Hardy. It was Darren fucking Hardy that done Corey's windows. Yes, Meave. I know everything. Darren Hardy's just as bad as fucking him. Trust me. I always knew he was manipulating everyone. That's Darren Hardy. I went on a live and he was just there with this young girl that's in distress, and I couldn't even look at it. I just thought, what the fuck are you doing with her on that camera, mate? You shouldn't have that girl on camera. Why have you got her on camera? It's a journey. Whose journey? You're making a cut, she can't tell you. You can see it in the girl's eyes, couldn't you? You know, when she's in the camera again, you could like see the eyes, couldn't you? Like, she's not comfortable there, you fucking coke sniffing rat. And this is what you're dealing with. Now look who the stalker's surrounded by. He's a big notorious gangster, for fuck's sake. He's got 2 dickheads off TikTok. That's all he's got. 2 dickheads off TikTok and a smackhead from Liverpool that's on his toes for a bag. This is what's round him. Without Darren Hardy, without Dave, who he met on TikTok, he'd have no one. Look who his best mate is. Dave Doran. Drunk, sniffing coke on a regular. He met him a year ago. Not even that. 6 months ago on social media he met him. It's his best mate now. Does that not tell you a lot about him as a person? He can strike friendships like that and shit on them like that. That's why he's got no real friends. Dave's not a real friend. You know, Dave's just on his little thing. You know, Dave's not going to go to prison for him. When shit hits the fan with him, Dave's not standing back to back with him. Are you mad? Dave's locking off. Soon as Dave can get away from that, he's away from it. Soon as Dave is able to get away from him, he will get away from him. He's just not able to get away from him. Might have given him a chew or something. You know, there's like some little bromance going on there between them two, isn't there? And it's always been the case with the stalker. Hence he has daddies and stuff looking after him. Again, not lying, not speaking no untrue facts here. It is what it is with him. He's that type of guy, and that's why he gets into them type of places and spaces, because he's that type of guy. When you're that way inclined, you get to some mad places, mate. Trust me, lad. Yeah, we've got someone saying something, I see.